This is Judge Herb Dodell. You know, because of what's going on with the Kavanaugh nomination and what people are thinking in terms of evaluating him or others for that position, it really boils down to a judge's demeanor. You would think that judges should be calm and courteous and analytical and impartial and all of those things. That's what you want in a judge. In fact, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was mentioning that I have many times ruled for people I didn't like because it was the right thing to do. And not to get into this whole issue of morality and honesty, and I don't want to be sounding like I'm standing on a soapbox, but that's really what it's all about. And I can say, because of my almost 10 years on the bench now, having met many, many colleagues, whether it's in a lunchroom or in an elevator or whatever, that many of them don't deserve to be on the bench. They're angry, they're there for the wrong reasons, and what really brought it to my attention this last couple of weeks was the way Judge Kavanaugh appeared when he was interviewed by the senators. Judges should not rant and rave, blame people, and do others. Do the job. And so what you really want to know, because you're going to face a judge somewhere, most of us will have faced a judge, whether it's small claims or a litigation or an eviction or a criminal matter, whatever it is, we're going to face some judge somewhere, someday, somehow. And what you want to find is a judge that has the right kind of temperament. Temperament is really important. There are some judges, and I can tell you this to be truthful, that don't even read the papers. Too busy. It's a weekend. They got to make a decision. Many of them won't tell you they didn't read the papers. It'll make it look like they read it because they picked out a word or two or a phrase here or then, or they skimmed it. You don't want that. So you want to find out about the reputation of the judge. Would you want to know that the judge that you have is so biased on one side that the chances that you're going to prevail are dramatically reduced if you're on the other side? How do you think the Democratic Party is going to feel? And I'm neither a Democrat or a Republican. How the Democratic Party would feel if they had to try a case ultimately to be decided in the Supreme Court, and Kavanaugh was the judge, having said that this was a political hack job and blaming the Clintons. That's kind of serious. Judicial demeanor is a very, very important consideration. I've told many stories. In fact, you can listen to some of them, and they're really interesting. Even when I was practicing law full-time as a trial lawyer, and even cases when I was the bench officer, conduct is amazing. Judges, some of them will rant and rave, some of them will be sweet and nice, some of them can't make decisions. You want to know who you got. And how do you find out? Google them. You know, we talked earlier about Google knows everything, right? So Google them. Talk to people in the community, in the legal community. What do they think of that judge? He or she may have a reputation, will have a reputation. Do they make decisions fairly and honestly? Do they stick with what they have to say? Do they let you make a good record? I wanted to tell the story. I haven't told it before. Wasn't very religious, but I had a case that I was trying, and it was a Jewish holiday. And I did take off the holiday. Even though I wasn't religious, I took the day off. And I went to the judge and I told him, I said, you know, I have to be off. It's the highest holiday of the year and I have to take the day off. He says, no, you don't. I don't believe in private holidays. I said, well, you know, it's just a religious issue or whatever. He said, no. You're either here or you're in jail. You pick it. I could have gone to the presiding judge and he would have certainly overruled it. But how do you think I would have done the rest of the way in the trial with that judge? Not too good. So be careful of your behavior. Be careful of what you do. Be careful of what you say. And do a complete as you can, investigation about who your judge is going to be. So listen to the show. It's judgeherbdodell.us. Click on radio shows, and you'll hear some of these cases by just looking at the index, where I talk about the judges. So we'll see you again real soon.